to Sy's Green Scene. I'm your host, Sy Lewis, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today. Together, we'll dive into the world of renewable energy, exploring the latest advancement, eco-friendly practices, and the incredible individuals shaping a sustainable tomorrow. So get ready to be inspired and empowered, to be positively impacted and impact our planet. Today's special guest is Kendrick Hall with People for Community Recovery. Kendrick, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm happy to be here.
Good. So tell us a little bit about you and your position with People for Community Recovery.
Well, I'm the energy team lead for People for Community Recovery. I advocate for solar justice or green energy justice throughout our communities.
Okay. So what is considered green energy justice?
Green energy justice would be wind energy, sun energy, anything that doesn't affect the climate in a negative way, getting off of fossil fuels.
Okay, getting off of fossil fuels. So we talk about energy efficiency, sustainability as a mantra here on Sy's Green Scene. And we know that you have a unique community solar program. So does it connect to your other programs? And can you tell us a little bit about your unique solar program?
With the solar programs that we have a residential program and we also advocate for community solar. With those programs, low-income communities or residents from low-income communities can take advantage of rooftop solar without actually owning their homes, getting permission from a landlord of some sort. And if you don't actually own it or can't get permission from your landlord, you have access to community solar, where you will get your energy from the grid from a community solar farm.
So are you saying that if you are a client of ComEd or, I don't know, is it People's Gas as well or just ComEd?
ComEd, you can get involved with them through us, or you can actually go onto ComEd's website and sign up for community solar directly through them.
Wow.
And there are also other community solar programs that you can get involved in when ComEd's list may fill up. There are other organizations that you can get involved with, and 50% savings. We want our community to save on the benefits, and our community members aren't aware. We need to be out and, like we're doing now, educating the people about various resources.
I'm very interested in this community solar and how it impacts our community financially. So as many times as we've talked about solar on this program, I've not heard community solar really mentioned and the prospect of lowering your utility bills. So I know I just mentioned ComEd because in the Chicagoland area, ComEd is our electric provider, but there's also Ameren downstate. Yes. And so there may be other energy providers. And so I would assume that community solar is offered through any of the electric energy providers.
Yes.
So I would say to our audience members that this is something that you really should consider taking advantage of. And I will provide a link to People for Community Recovery's website, as well as Meadows Eastside's website and Sy's Green Scene, so that you're able to access this information. So who should consider solar?
Everyone should get involved with getting solar panels or getting community solar, because you're helping the climate with greenhouse gases and things being emitted in the air that's killing us off daily, and eventually it's going to wear on generations of people. So we try to advocate for renewable energies. So the buildup of those programs can help us all.
So we're saving a little bit of the planet.
Yes.
We're increasing our health.
Yes.
We're lowering our bills.
Yes, 50% savings are guaranteed with community solar. If you choose to go with rooftop solar, I've personally seen people save 90+% on their ComEd bills.
So that's amazing. So let's get to rooftop solar. So I had a conversation with you earlier about rooftop solar and the cost.
Yes.
So I know that a lot of our community-based solar programs and a lot of our minority vendors are having some difficulties here. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. The vendors that are trying to get involved, the smaller vendors, they're having problems with the upfront cost. The Solar for All program will provide the payments for it, but it's taking 3 months, 6 months for those payments to go out. So for each individual home, the vendor has to pay the upfront cost by themselves. So if you don't have that much money coming in, you might get one project done, but then you're stalled for months, being able to move forward into other projects. And we need more vendors to come out and get involved in the program. We don't want it to be so strenuous.
Okay, so I have looked at the numbers, and what I can say to you who are listening is this is information that we really need to lobby our elected officials about. The CEJA bill, which is our energy bill, has billions of dollars coming in. This money is supposed to impact your community positively. If the money isn't given to the minority vendors so that they can serve the minority communities, then the bill is not doing what it's supposed to do in the spirit of how it was written. Just like clean water, everyone should be able to have solar, and it should be affordable, as well as everyone should be able to benefit from the low cost to their energy bills via the solar program. It's been amazing that the solar program has been out for at least 5 years now.
Yes, 5 to 7 years.
5 to 7 years. And it's nary a household that you see solar panels on, and people are not giving it much attention. So the building codes are going to change in Illinois. What will that mean to you? The average household will need to have solar. They will need to upgrade to an energy efficiency base. So it's how you electrify your home, not just how you turn on your lights. So keep these things in mind. So as we talk about that, I guess when you said that everyone should consider solar, that was big for me. Everyone. So when you have solar in your home, when you are using the resources from solar, you're changing the lives of every member of your home, from the infant to the senior. So what are the difficulties in getting people interested in solar?
Some of the difficulties have been trust within the community. So many of our residents have been taken advantage of from third-party vendors coming in and misleading them on energy savings when those savings end up going upward in numbers. But with the Solar for All program specifically, there are locked-in amounts. If you're going to save 50% guaranteed with community solar, you're going to save at the very minimum 50% with rooftop, but those numbers go up to 90+%. And it's also a free program. We just want to spread the knowledge and educate our community.
So when you say free,
Free.
we really need to discuss free because we've had other people come on and say solar is not free. So free meaning the government pays a rebate portion.
Yes.
So please explain to me what you mean when you say free.
When I say free, it will be absolutely free to you for up to 20 to 30 years. You will pay no upfront costs and you will pay no cost throughout the process. If you decide to keep the panels, if you want rooftop, you decide to keep those panels, then you may pay a depreciated price from the years you've had those panels on your roof. You won't be, for the first 20 to 30 years, you're paying no cost at all.
That sounds good to me because 30 more years. Okay, people. So, okay, you heard it here. You heard it here. Kendrick has said free, which is one of the great reasons why you should be talking to Kendrick at People for Community Recovery about this program. So one of the other things is it's free, it's cost saving, there's a contract. How do people find out more about this program? I mean, do you have community events where you talk about it, show them how it works, really give them that hands-on upfront?
We have those going on. What I do specifically, we're going door to door. We're talking about solar and trying to educate everyone that comes in our presence. It doesn't just stop on the clock. I'm talking to friends, family members at any given time, educating them on these resources that we need to take advantage of.
I think that's really amazing. I think also that we do need to have large community events. We need to have large community events with many people in the room so that you can ask the questions, hear from the people who are knowledgeable about it, see and feel tangible information, and walk away with a clear understanding about how you get to grow and protect your planet. So, what are the goals of your solar campaign?
Our goal is to educate the community, get people actually involved in saving on their bills, and also take advantage of the rooftop solar. These programs are free for now, but there's no telling if those prices go up. Now you might end up paying up $50,000 to have solar put on your roof when it could have been free. It's free to our community members. Take advantage of that. We also want to get our community members involved into solar job training segments, where not only are you helping out with your just do, but you're also getting paid to do this work and advocate.
Now that's amazing. So workforce development is really important. We talk about the loss of jobs like steel mill and railroad. Be clear that solar, energy efficiency, sustainable energy are the jobs of the future. Being able to be trained in these programs is going to be meaningful because they pay a living wage job, salary, as well as that which offers benefits and something for you to take care of your family and be able to retire into the future. These careers, as you stated, will be very meaningful for you and your family. It also gives you the opportunity to start a business. Entrepreneurship is very, very important here, and it's very doable. So as we move into the next generation of helping our children, what better way than helping our children help the planet? So I would like you to learn a little bit more about not just the solar, but this very, very esteemed organization, and the founder of the organization and the daughter that leads it. So, can you tell, can we run the slideshow, please, so that we can show the audience who we're talking about as we move forward? So, my good friend Cheryl Johnson's mother founded this organization back in 1979. So, please tell us a little bit about her.
The late Hazel Johnson started up PCR, People for Community Recovery. She wanted to stop the pollution that was going on in her area. She had did some research and noticed that a lot of people were developing cancer and things like that in her area. And she also came across a lot of toxic sites where the land was polluted, and she labeled she coined the area the toxic donut, because I believe it was like 100 different landfills in the area. And she figured out that our communities were purposely being targeted by that. And since then, she's at that time she had a bill get passed through President Clinton. And from there, I don't know if I can roll off right into Cheryl, because Cheryl does an amazing job. And Cheryl took the baton and just kept running. Anything that we need to advocate for our community, any injustices, we're there.
So, Miss Hazel is known as the mother of environmental, is it sustainability?
The mother of environmental justice.
The mother of environmental justice. That is a heavy title. The mother of environmental justice. It gives me goosebumps. And her daughter, Cheryl Johnson is the executive director of People for Community Recovery. She is a force in community organizations, and she also sits on the LIAC, which we have discussed, the leadership team for the utilities. And she does great work in this industry. And then, of course, there's you and the great work that you're doing around informing people about solar and the importance of us getting involved. Yeah. I keep coming back around to the beginning, as in with Miss Hazel in 1979 and the toxic donut. A lot of you may not know what the toxic donut is, but you may have been a part of the people who used to drive on the Bishop Ford and had to let your windows up and hold your breath because the smell was so awful. Or you lived on the southeast side, and at certain points in the summer, you had to close all of your windows because the smell wafted that far. It took somebody to start to make this change. With solar, it's going to take all of us. We cannot keep being left on the tail end of things. We have to be at the forefront at some point. We don't want to miss out on this opportunity. I am suggesting that you talk to your public officials, your alderman, your state rep, your congressperson, and say, hey, we are interested in solar. We're interested in no cost solar, and we'd like to know where those funds are. And if there's no cost, where's the low cost? Please explain to us why we don't have minority entrepreneurs and organizations coming to us to offer us these solar programs. How do we get to the next step? So, another thing that I wanted to ask you about the solar program. So, I know that at one point they were saying that if your roof was not sustainable, yes, that you would have to have a whole new roof put on. Or if you had trees, you couldn't have solar. Yes. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
We run into those those problems sometimes, but there are home improvements that come with the Solar for All program. If you have trees blocking the shade on your house, there'll be funds available possibly to cut those trees down. If any obstructions that's causing the problems, there are funds available to upgrade your home so you can have solar. A lot of our community members are left out because of obstructions and things like that that prevent them from effectively having solar.
Okay. So I want to also mention that if solar is a program that you are considering, couple your solar program with other energy efficiency programs. Call your energy provider, ask for a, what do they call it? An assessment.
Yes.
When they come into your home to see what other things you're eligible for. Yeah. You may also be eligible for energy efficiency lights,
roof repair,
window
replacement.
Please go ahead. Roof repair,
window replacement, light bulbs. There is even a program out where you can get rid of your gas appliances within all of this as well, and they'll come in and replace your gas appliances with electric appliances, just to get you up started and be able to go on a green energy tier.
So going on a green energy tier is great, and it's optional right now. Eventually, it will not be optional. It will be necessary. The country is moving, not just the state of Illinois, the country is moving toward a lighter carbon footprint. And gas stoves and heaters and water heaters are moving to a different level. So I would encourage you to look at green living, green homes, the green homes that are being built, how we put foliage in our yards, how we plant our gardens with native grasses and flowers, grasses and flowers that absorb some of the runoff water. We talked to Sharon Waller, Waller for Water. She's running for water reclamation a few weeks ago, and we talked about the difference it makes to put stones in your yard and to put water, plants that absorb the water. So that, coupled with solar, coupled with energy assessments, everything from changing light bulbs, windows, roofing repairs, insulation in your building. These things can be free to you. Take advantage. If you are income qualified, take advantage. If you want to know if you're income qualified, go to the LIHEAP website. Go to your energy provider's website, whether it's ComEd, Ameren, Nicor Gas. Take a look. Don't miss out on an opportunity that can save you money, increase your health, and engage you with community organizations that are there doing the work that will change the lives in your neighborhood. So, what do you say? Tomorrow is Juneteenth. June 19th. June 19th is actually Meadows East Side 5th year anniversary.
That's great. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. So I would like to thank Meadows East Side Executive Board for their sponsorship, and my good friend and stylist, Lauren Wright at Wright Style Beauty Lounge, for all of the good things that she does. She is in South Shore, for her time and expert styling services, as well as the talented staff here at CAN TV for this wonderful opportunity. And remember, You can follow Cy's Green Scene on Facebook and YouTube. You can also email me your questions or suggestions to sizegreenscene@gmail.com. So also, if you could tell us, Kendrick, how we can get in touch with you at Community for People for Community Recovery.
Okay, you all can contact us via our website, pcrshy.org, or our social media handles, PCRShy on Facebook or Instagram. And we also have a solar webinar on the 25th, June 25th at 6 p.m.
So be sure to tune in. And until next time, stay charged and let's power up our planet sustainably. Thank you. Thank you.